was so touched when UpGlo asked me to speak because they know more than anyone how hard I work to get where I am right now in my current job. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm gonna break the rules, and here probably at UpGlo I'll teach you that you have to be very short because Americans don't pay attention for more than 2 minutes. So I'm gonna be longer this day, so you can know who I am and where I'm coming from. I'm from Chile, and I moved here 6 years ago. I came here, sorry, let me go back a little bit. I have a master's degree from one of the most prestigious universities in Chile, and it's a family tradition. My parents went there, and I went there too, so they are very proud of me about that. And I work for a copper mine called Codelco, which belongs to the Chilean government. And I was there for 5 years, and I have a very stressful job. I was in purchasing, and I love that job. It was very interesting and fast-paced. And the last year with them, I was promoted, and I have a team of 5 people under me, which is like, I was very happy, I succeeded in my job, but I was greedy, and I have a better job. So I want to apply to American company that it was in Chile, but I need to be fluent in English. And at that time, that was the problem. I was. So I decided to come to the States for a few months. Well, everyone knows I have been here for 6 years, so it was more than 6 months. So I came here with a student visa, and you know when you come with a student visa, you don't have the right to work. So that was my first problem. I couldn't work. So I don't know if any of you guys have doing any type of job is not related with your degree, background. So my first job, I didn't have that much choices, so I got a job as a nanny. So I was taking care of 2 girls, and I love those girls. God knows how much I love them. But I felt that all the time I spent studying is like undergraduate, graduate school, and some other things I studied in Chile. They were not worthy for the type of job I was doing. My parents were very ashamed of me. They were asking me to come back to Chile, and they prohibited me to tell anyone in Chile that I was being a nanny because they weren't ashamed. So that broke my heart. You can imagine my parents stopped talking to me for months because I was doing that type of job. But what they don't understand that, probably you guys know, when you come here, you don't have another choice. You have to start doing this type of job. You have to put money on the table. So after that, 2 years later, I finally gained my work permit, and I was like, oh my God, now I can work. Yeah. First problem. I didn't have any contact here, so a lack of contact network was my first problem. I didn't know anyone in my field. I work for Codelco in Chile. Everyone knows, oh my God, Codelco. Here's like, what that company is. We don't know that. Okay. And then it's like nobody knew in my school. In Chile, everyone knows like Universidad de Santiago, one of the most prestigious university in Chile. And here's like, we don't know that. So the 5-year experience and all the degrees that I have in here were not worth it. So even though I applied for so many jobs, the only things I heard was reaction. So it took me for a year, and I was like devastated and crying. And after that, a company offered me a job. And probably that was the most exciting thing for a while. And I want to be thankful for that opportunity forever, because that helped me to put my foot in the door, gain experience, have contact, have something so simple as reference, and that I didn't have before. Well, that job, it wasn't kind of exciting. It was customer service, which is not a big deal. Someone with all my skills doing customer service is like, well, it's not that great. But you guys should know that you have to take advantage of the type of job, because that will help you to get to your point. So the thing I took advantage of that job is my English was that great at that time. I have a lot of trouble like talking on the phone, writing emails, and customer service, you know guys, all the thing you have to do is talk on the phone and write emails. So I was getting better and better, and I get to the point that I was selected to write a manual for new employees in my company, which is like, I'm very proud of that, because I was selected over people that had been there for years. So when I was done doing that, forward and find a job when I can utilize my skills. I worked with that company for almost 3 years. So I believe with the experience that I have in here and also in Chile, I will be able to find a better job. And you are not gonna believe this, but at that time it was harder than the first time. So, well, I was crying, devastated, again, fighting with my husband because according to me, he doesn't understand me. He doesn't know how hard it is being an immigrant, looking for a job, and dealing with cultural barriers and language barriers. So he suggests that I should join an organization, an immigrant organization who can help you. And he called UpGlo, and he signed me up to the program without telling me. So when Ali called me, I was like, oh my God, what is that? So I was so upset with him. I said, why did you do that to me? And now I realize that I'm so grateful that he did that, because since the day I started working with them, my life changed. And I stopped crying, which was the best thing for him. And so UpGlo helped me with my resume, teach me how to tailor my cover letter for each different posting, helped me with my interview skill, which was my big weakness. And I was like, you here, guys, last November, listening to someone like you are listening to me now, and trying to understand what Ali and Soya were explaining. And I was hoping that all the tools that they were providing me will help me to get a job. And those things were very important. But one of the things that I liked the most at that time, I met immigrants like you guys with very high skills that they tell me they were in my shoes, they were feeling the same that I was feeling. So finally I found people who feel like me. So that was really great. Here you can meet a lot of people and you don't know the connection you can have. One day that person can be in a company, you can be connected with them, you can get an interview. You never know. So this is a really important instance that you can build your network. So I started working with UpGlo, and we started working with resumes and started sending resumes. And at the beginning of the year, I was on fire. Company were calling me every week. So I was like really glad. So you can imagine how much, like what a change it makes. Tailor your cover letters, tailor your resume for each of the job posting. So UpGlo is gonna give you all the tools that you need, everything. You couldn't be in the best place that you are right now, but you have to take advantage of that. You have to work hard to get the point that you want to be. So this is one of the things that happened to me, and when UpGlo became very important in my job search. I have an interview with Walgreens in March. Walgreens is a big company. So I was very excited about that opportunity, but at the same time I was so nervous and I was so silly that I memorized a list of 50 most common questions. And yeah, so I'm gonna do great. And finally get to the interview, and the interviewer asked me one question, and she rephrased that, and I was lost. And I was able to keep track of that, and I was answering like really bad. So well, you can imagine I didn't get the job. So I was devastated after that, crying all over. I want to give up. I think it's too hard to keep looking for a job, and probably it's easier to just let it go and stay where I was at that point. But then, that is when my mentor played a very big role. She didn't allow me to give up. She pushed me so hard to be where I'm right now, and she had more faith in me than I had. So I want to be thankful forever with her because she didn't allow me to put my arms down. So the problem was, it took me for a few days to figure out what was the problem. The problem was I wasn't confident in myself. So if I don't trust in myself, the interviewers are not going to trust in me because I'm not showing confidence. So she came with a plan, and the plan was we have to work in my interview skill. I have to be confident. I have to show that I know what I'm doing. So we started working on the phone several times a week. It was weird for her and for me because she had never worked on the phone as much as we were doing now. And the reason we did that because I have a very tight schedule in my previous work. So we came with a plan. She told me so many things. She gave me so many tips. And I would like to say something that she mentioned that time, maybe it's going to be helpful for you guys. She said that you don't need to have an example for each question. You don't need to know every answer. You just need a couple of good examples, and you can rephrase them according to the situation you are. So all you have to do is organize your ideas and make your own answer sound strong. That is the most important thing. So after all that work, actually all that effort was paid off because I got an offer at the end of March, to work for Electromotive Diesel, which is a Caterpillar company, and I have been there for the last 2 months. So the last part I want to say is like, please take advantage of what UpGlo is doing. They have a big database with all the companies they have relationships with. Go there, take a look, see what companies you are interested in. Contact your mentor, ask them if they can refer you. Take advantage of mock interviews. You never know who you can meet. I met a headhunter who called me for a job later, which is really good. So they are willing to help you no matter what. They're gonna be for you all the time there. It's not only for the interview process. After I got my job, they keep helping me. They keep giving me advice. So take advantage of that, because if I work hard and I get this job, I'm sure if you work hard, you are gonna have one job too. Thank you.